Hello and welcome back to Redirecting. Watchman wanted me to film this right here because there's a message in this. Those of you who saw earlier videos, you know that we talked about these two right here. This is mommy and baby. Okay, the baby right now is about 9 months old, and you see she's getting pretty big as well. But what I wanted to note here about these two is how they stick together. This mommy, even though her baby is really big, she still looks after her and she cares for her baby. And she still has a teat hanging down, just one, where this baby suckles yet and still. Look at that. Now, another thing that I wanted to note, how these animals have a herd mentality in terms of watching over and protecting each other as well. Because one day we heard cries coming from this area. And it wasn't just the normal bah, where they're just, making noise because they're hungry or trying to get your attention for just regular carnal reasons, right? But this particular cry was different. It wasn't coming from just the mother. It was also coming from her and some of the male goats and the sheep. We were like, these animals are just screaming. And I said, that cry doesn't sound the same. It sounds different. They were all screaming. This is before we separated the males in this pen right here from the females. And it sounded very awkward, the cry that was being made. And I said, that's a different cry. I said, we as their human parents, we have to go see about them and see what is going on. So let me tell you what was going on with these two. Over in the distance, up against the fence line there, this baby had gotten her head stuck in the fence. And her mother would not leave her side. The mother stayed over there with her crying, while the other goats and the sheep, they were running all up against the fence line over here trying to get our attention. And their cries were different. You know how they say a mother knows her children's cries? Now, even with your animals, their cry is going to be different. This mother, she tended to her baby. She stayed with her at the fence. Look at them. Look at those two sweet babies. Now, even though that's her baby, both of them are our babies. But anyway, that mother stayed over there. Yeah. You want to get up now, huh? You want to get up? Hi, sweetheart. The mother stayed over there with her little sugar. Yes, she did. She stayed over there with her while the other animals alerted us that this little sweetheart was in trouble and that she needed some help from her human parents. And so Watchman went over and got her little head unstuck, and she was so happy. Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Look at there. Look at that sweet girl. Anyway, we love these animals. They are so sweet and precious. The Most High created these animals as well. So you got to know that if his eye is on the sparrow, he loves them too. Look at, those are our pigeons up there. They're just zooming about.
What's amazing is, you remember when we first got them, and she was fighting off the male goat. Remember, he was headbutting. I thought she was a male at first because she was headbutting and fighting them all because he was trying to get to her and her daughter. But she's like, you get your male goat butt away from here. I didn't have my baby, and you leave my baby alone.
Leave my baby alone and leave me alone, because I just had a baby. And so right. I'm not ready for anymore.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, that is really sweet. I'm trying to get the pigeons too. They are just going about having fun. Look at that. Yeah, and they know where home is. We were nervous at first to let them out, but now we get it. They'll come back. pigeons like to have a place to live. They know where home is. They land on top of their little thing there, and they come back every time. We see them getting further and further away, you know. But, you know, me and the children, we often talk. We say, man, I wish I had the freedom to fly like that and just be able to come and land back at home. Flying seems like it's so much fun. And so these animals, they just fly, then they venture off, and then they return. They come back. So, animal kingdom is so nice. It is. Someone in the comment section on one of my videos said that it seems like it's very therapeutic.
It is.
Yeah, you think so too?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I believe it is as well. I believe it's very therapeutic, and taking care of them, sometimes it can be worrisome, you know, when they're not feeling well or they get injured or whatever. You feel like a mother or a father. I remember before we relocated a few years ago, we had goats, and I remember when, is it okay if I talk about Bella? When we had a goat named Bella, when she passed away, my husband cried. He cried because we did everything that the veterinarian told us to do. As a matter of fact, the veterinarian, he actually didn't give us the right instructions. We later found that out. He acted as if he didn't even want to help us at all. He said, just give her this. He handed us some shots and said, just give her this. Didn't tell us how to administer or anything, you see. And so
I gave the goat the shot and everything, and goat didn't get well, you know.
Yeah.
And she ended up dying while I was holding her and stuff.
Yeah. She ended up passing away, and we were just really sad by that. And so having animals and raising animals can be a little stressful. And this is why we have books on taking care of livestock, and there's great reading material, great learning material for everyone to understand how to take care of animals and to tend to their needs as well.
It's really amazing to me, though, how this mama goat really cares for her daughter.
Yes.
I mean, she cares for her daughter. Look
yes.
at her.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she cares for her. She ain't just letting her daughter just get out here and be off. And that daughter sticks under her mama. Where her mama goes, she go.
Yes.
You see them together all the time.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And that is the way it should be.
Look at her. What is she doing? Look at her. And her daughter almost big as she is.
Yeah, she is.
She ain't just letting her daughter just be wild out there, is she?
There's a message in that family. We have to tend to our children. We have to look over them and make sure that they are getting the right information so that they can navigate through this present world. Anyway, this was just a quick video update on the animals. And we just wanted to share that little story with you about how all of them came to her aid by informing us with those odd yells and screams that something is not right, that you all, you human parents, need to get over here and see about our friend, our little friend. So that is all. I will probably be back a little later with other topics that are non-related to animals. Love you, family. Shalom.